Greetings all, Blue Knight. Welcome back to Ratchet and Clank. Previously, we finished up our business here on planet Kerwan, where we got the helipack upgrade and the swing shot. Yet, we didn't find Captain Cork, yet he knows about us. Today, we'll be headed to the other planet we got coordinates from back in Novalis, the Outpost X11, planet Aridia. In case you forgot, this is where we found out about Skid McBarks and his agent, that they crash landed on the planet. And it's up to us to find them, because it's not like anyone else is gonna do it. And there it is. So Planet Aridia is more or less a desert-based setting in the world. Anything we have unlocked yet? No, we haven't. Since we got the coordinates of this planet and Kerwan, it would make sense that we haven't unlocked anything yet after we visited the first planet that we chose to go to. So follow this trail of bolts, and we can see that Skid McBarks wasn't really far from our first location.
It's him, Skid McMarks.
That man from the infobot.
In the flesh, little dude. You guys get a load of that epic space battle I was in?
We saw ya, screaming for help.
That was like a war cry. My agent and I got ambushed on the way to hoverboard practice.
Did he survive the crash, sir?
He's okay, but I've had a little trouble getting back to my ship due to my sprained ankle.
Oh, come on.
If you can take out all the Sandsharks, I just might have a spare hoverboard for you.
We'd love to help you, Mr. McMarks, but Ratchet and I need to find Captain...
One of your boards? I've always wanted a decent hoverboard. Well, alright. You just keep that foot elevated.
Well, I can see that Skid is not the best role model to look up to, but what can you do? So in any case, we gotta destroy all, well, not destroy, kill all the Sandsharks in the area, and this is where the Parositer comes in handy. In my opinion, this is where we see the Parositer at its maximum potential. The only enemy you gotta worry in this area is just Sandsharks, like Skid mentioned. So they're very easy to take out. They're small enemies, and they tend to swarm you when you approach one of their generators, or we just approach a group of them, I guess, swimming under the sand. So before we can proceed any further, use a bomb glove and blow up this wall, similar to what we did back on Novalis, because that wall will lead us to a very special prize, and you probably have an idea what it is at this point. It's another gold bolt. We saw a grate momentarily. You could actually see the gold bolt from the other side of that grate before you approached the wall that we blew up. So that would be that's a good indication of where the gold bolt is and where to investigate. Let's head over here. Another Sandshark. Keep in mind you gotta take out both the generators and the Sandshark themselves. Also be wary of this aerial attack from this group. As long as the Parositer just go around in a circle like I'm doing, they're not that difficult to handle. Get all these bolts first, before we head back up. Or actually head up for the first time. We were here previously. Let's take care of all these guys. So like I said, this mission, well, at least Skid's mission, isn't that difficult. Sandsharks are very easy to kill. And we'll be doing this momentarily. See, the last batch we have to go after. It's gonna be right here. Get all these guys out. Oh, there's another generator there. I actually forgot about that one. Usually I'm at 2 generators at this point, not 3. So I'm kind of surprised I didn't miss that one. Get all these bolts. And we can glide all the way over here where the last batch of enemies are. I say enemies, but we really only encountered one type. It's not like the generators have any self-defense mechanisms. Get that one out. want to make sure to get all the bolts because once we're done with this mission, the cutscene will automatically activate. Well, not automatically. Of course it will activate when we're done. Like, what will it not do? What I'm trying to say is that they will almost immediately activate once we're done with frying all the Sandsharks. Check you out. Could be a good place to grind up for bolts now that I think about it. Though, it's very early games, it's probably not the best strategy to do so.
Here, man. Catch.
A brand new Z3000. You can't even buy these.
Well, I got a bail. Catch you dudes at the hoverboard races.
You just acquired a Gatatron Z3000 hoverboard. Use this at the racetrack in Blackwater City on planet Rilgar. We would, but we don't have the coordinates to that planet yet. Though I'm fairly certain we can find the coordinates maybe on this planet or on another one that's not too far from this level. We'll get to it when we get to it, so that's best to keep in mind for now. And now we gotta find Skid's agent, who's actually gonna be over there, somewhere near the vicinity of that factory. Alright, so let's head over here. Actually, I wonder if I could do something right away. Actually, I can. I'm checking to see if I could get another skill point here. But for this, you're gotta be a little cheap, I'll have to admit. There you are. I didn't get you in time. So the goal here is to try and take out any 3 hover ships that we can see. They always go in a set pattern for each ship that we're looking at right now. So I can take this one out, which I keep failing to do so. Then we'll get the skill point. So you can just camp out here and wait for one ship to fly by 3 times and you can get the skill point like that. I know it's called being cheap, but hey, what can you do? If it's there, it's there. Why not take advantage of it? Where's that little ship? Ah, there you are. That's 2. Here, shippy, shippy, shippy. Here, shippy, shippy. Ah! Gotcha! That's our second skill point. Unfortunately, we don't have a menu on the pause screen to see what kind of skill points we got right now. Not sure why they have that locked, but you gotta beat the game before you're able to get that menu unlocked. So we can keep going on our adventure. More Sandsharks, but now we got a new enemy. This is the Constructobot. Or the Flamethrower Bot. They go by 2 names. Some enemies go by multiple names if you check on the Wikipedia article. But I'll be calling them by the first name that I found, which is the Constructor Bot. I think it called Construct-O-Bot when I first mentioned it. But they're not that hard to handle either, so you don't have to worry about them too much. Just I say that I got hit by one of those Sandsharks, so you're focusing on the Constructor Bot. Now I can take you out, mister. There we go. I think they only take 1 bomb to eliminate with. Again, this really doesn't make the blaster very useful. It's very good at times, but it's pretty much a situational weapon. Those Constructor Bots actually take 2 bombs to eliminate with. I'll still take that over the blaster any day. Not like I can use the Parasor against them either. I'm pretty sure that'll take me longer to eliminate with. Get all these bolts. Never leave a bolt behind. I would be so greedy with getting cash in this game, I swear. That's kind of the attitude you have to go with if you're getting currency in this game, like I've seen so many times before. I think the Constructor Bots can actually go after the Sandsharks in this level. I'm not too sure. Some enemies will be part of specific factions, I guess, and they will try to eliminate one another. Doesn't happen too much in this game, but there is a case that happens every now and then. the most frequent might happen in early game. Okay, so if we head left, we could go here. Some bolts down there. Now I could bring out our new swing shot. This is why I wanted to go to Kurwan before heading to Aridia. Get the swing shot, and we'll be able to get through this as soon as possible. On a regular playthrough, I tend to forget this until I go to Kurwan after, because I always go up to the planets in the order of their list. Let's go here. So this is pretty much more swing shot practice, nothing more to it. Just keep your eye on where the Versa targets are, and just hit circle to do so, or you can aim with L1, whichever suits your style. Also chain together swings like I just did, so don't think you'll be delayed after using the swing shot once. That. I'll also be mindful of these explosive crates, because they will try to fool you with those, with the placement of the crates on some of these swing shot locations, like right there. This is where I'll use the blaster here. Start a chain reaction, and blow them all up. Why did it switch to the Porositor? Okay, I was meaning to bring this up at some point, but the quick change in this game is really weird. Sometimes I think it's set to 2 weapons, but at other times it just feels random to me. It's probably because I always tend to use the control stick to move where the reticle is instead of something my weapon or gadget. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is get another skill point. I just need to align myself very carefully and then get it. Oh, I think I'm supposed to do it very quickly, that's why. So can I go back down and try this again? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, got it. It's another skill point for us. You have to hit all those Versa targets without touching the ground, and do it very quickly as well. And one more Versa target, which brings us to another gadget.
Yes.
We finally have the Trespasser. Using the latest in precision laser technology, the Gadgetron Trespasser is guaranteed to work on Gadgetron's line of Invinco-Lock security doors. Now before you go using that new Trespasser you got, jump down, because beneath that platform is a sneaky gold bolt. This is another one I tend to forget on many a past playthrough. So be sure to keep that in mind. It's always best to observe your surroundings before you proceed, because you never know where you'll find a special prize like that. There we go. That's another reason why the Versa target's there. So the developers were really thinking ahead. So now we can use our new fangled gadget to access the Trespasser. Lasers are mounted on each ring of the Invinco-Lock. Aim the lasers at the receptors on the outside ring to turn them green. All receptors must be green before the Invinco-Lock will open. So this one's pretty standard. Wait, I didn't actually get that one in. My mistake. So just move with the control stick to move the lasers, and press up and down, or flick the control stick up and down to move between the rings. That's pretty much all you need to know about the Trespasser. So now that we're done with that, if we have enough time, we could probably head to the other branching, the other fork of the branching path. So this constructor bot that was blocking the way. Take him out rather quickly. That's another one here. Be sure to keep your eye on the walls in the segment, because the constructor bots will be working before you get near their vicinity, like those 3 right there. Take these guys out. Make sure I can go into aiming mode and take this guy out, no problem. Yep, right there. Go down there. No, I don't have to do that yet. There's another one at the end of this conveyor belt. But we'll have the disadvantage, so this conveyor belt kind of has its uses. Go there. Okay, now we could go down that elevator shaft of sorts. So the elevator's at the top of it, actually. So I don't have to jump down. Though I could if I was speeder in this game. At least we'll take any fall damage. So where to go next? Smash up these crates. I think there could be some Sandsharks we'll have to keep an eye out for as well. Like those little critters right there. I wonder how Sandshark would taste as a fried delicacy. Probably not too good. Then again, not really much of a fish guy. I tend to have a lot of paranoia when it comes to eating fish, I guess, because of bones, really. I remember the first time as a kid when I ate fish, I swallowed a bone and it hurt. That's kind of why I'm not really a fan of eating fish. So let's take out this constructor bot. We can also use these explosive crates to our advantage, if that's provided they're close enough. But they're not that strong to take on either. That guy went down in one shot. Weird. Was he affected by one of those explosive crates? I think so. That's the only logical reason. Or also could have been just some random case of misprogramming. Who knows? Glide boost jump here. Tend to get my names confused when it comes to using the helipack jumps. A couple of Sandsharks here, but whichever route you take, a constructor ball will be at the end. It's best to go left because he does swipe in from the right. Collect all these bolts before we proceed any further. 7,000 bolts, not bad. I think we'll have enough to get the next weapon we unlock. Should be along here. Oh, by the way, this will be your first instance of learning ledge grabs. They're pretty standard. They follow the same controls that you probably find in most video games when it comes to platformers. Jump, shimmy, and let go. Okay, so before we head over to that over there, I actually wonder if I can boost jump onto that specific square. Oh, no, I'm falling down. That was some misplacement on my part. Wait, can I? Really? I fell back at the bottom. I want to try to get back to that square again. You're not supposed to go there until later, but I was able to get over to that specific spot with the helipack upgrade, so I know it's possible. It's just a matter if I can execute getting to that space. Okay, let's try this again. I know I can get there. Boost jump. Maybe boost up a bit too early, but I can use this to my advantage. Yep, got to it. So be mindful of the mud. I didn't point that out. You can jump into the mud 3 times before you sink for good, but you can't jump out of it twice. However, on the 3rd attempt, you'll sink it automatically, so be wary of that. But if you go all the way over here on this little island, another gold bolt awaits us. This is another one I always wait till later on in the game to collect, because I didn't think you could get here with the helipack upgrade, but you can. And as long as you do one jump out of the mud, then you'll be fine. I can just go back here regularly. Don't have to do any fancy schmancy stuff. But I can't go over here and get all of this. I'll climb the ledge again, do I? Nope. Boost jump there or stretch jump would help just the same. And I believe, yep, here's the agent.
No signal whatsoever. This downtime is killing me.
Do you need medical attention, sir?
Don't be so literal, son. The problem is I'm stranded on this backwater planet and my star client is nowhere to be found.
Hey, we saw you on that info bot. You're Skid's agent.
Was Skid's agent. Haven't seen him since our ship crashed. And an agent without a client is like a flea without a dog. Say, you look like an athletic kid. If you can bring back the championship prize from the hoverboard races in Blackwater City, I'll make you my next star.
We have no time for trivial matters, sir.
I could be the next Skid McMarks.
I swear, Ratchet must get easily distracted. One minute he's helping Clank try to find Captain Court, the next minute he wants to be the next Skid McMarks of hoverboarding. So in order to help with the agent, we gotta bring the prize for the hoverboard races. So that's something else we'll keep in mind when it comes to the future. By the way, agent has a name apparently. Don Wonderstar is his name. I think that might have been only for the remake, but since the remake offers some of the more supporting or minor characters' names now, I'll be calling them by that. Even though this is not the right game to do it. I don't care. I'm doing it. And with that, yeah, can't speak all of a sudden. And with that, brings us to the end of Aridia for now. Next time on Ratchet and Clank, we'll be heading to Planet Eudora, the logging site. Until we meet again, everyone, farewell for now.